Wait, it's beware the raptor of my heart. Beware the raptor of my heart. I don't actually care. I don't have any cloud saves. I don't need cloud saves. Don't sync cloud saves, GOG. Not all the time, too. Like, this GOG launcher is terrible. I also miss, like, being able to. You know, me tomorrow. Take screenshots. I miss being able to take screenshots. Alright. Wait. Alright, Troika. Oh, that won't work. This isn't a controller game. Like I was playing it like some kind of console kid. Doesn't use this thing. This is a mouse and keyboard game for grown-ups. Mouse and keyboard. Well, I need to like redo a whole bunch of stuff here. At least I know where I'm going this time. Stop! I like that there's no enemies. This is kind of a spook 'em up. But it's a spook 'em up that's not combat based. Where am I going? Not this way. Not that way. This away. I'm a scared. Well, that did a lot of damage. Well, there's Ghost Mom. There's the dad turning evil. It's a ghost. There's nothing more spooky than a ghost. Where's the thing I need? Uh-oh. Well, God, I just need a key. Everything's trying to kill me. Ooh. It's gonna save again. There we go. Dino Crisis, don't know where I'm going to. Dino Crisis, what are we going through? Dino Crisis. Well, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Dino Crisis. Beware the raptor of my heart. Where's the thing I need to look at? Oh, it's the diary.
Help me.
That's right. Do do. Ed. Ed. Yep. There's a locket. I bet that's the item we need. Things are gonna go a little bonkers here. Things are gonna get a little spooky.
He's coming.
Beware the ghost. The ghost is gonna kill you. Beware the ghost. It's gonna murder you. Beware the ghost. The ghost is throwing Ouch! I don't know what this icon means. It is pretty spooky. I've done this part before, because I died right in the next room.
Be careful.
I didn't listen to the ghost.
Keep looking.
I got crushed by an elevator. Well, that's the way I came in. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, I didn't take any fall damage, so that's good. I did it! Okay. Spookums 3. Ah! I don't want a shower like that. Although what I really want... Ooh, a nice gold toilet. No, what I really want is a giant bathtub. Like one I can just hang out in for an hour. Not a tiny bathtub. A real man-sized bathtub. More murders unsolved. Mother or father could have been Ocean House Killer. I think we know it was the father from the diary that I found, so... Although she could be lying. Could be a diary she, false flag. She... Hey, it's washing the wind. I'm gonna solve a spooky mystery. Uh-oh. Ow. My vampire powers are nothing! Like, Jesus, that's scary. Hmm. Yeah. Is it through here? Scooby-Doo was Antifa this whole time. What is this? Uh-oh. You know? That's really neat. Oh boy. Taking some damage here, champ. I don't have that much blood left. There's the locket. I got an experience. Spookity spookums. Not quite done yet, are we? The hell? Go the wrong way? death. Well, this is why I saved my game. It does take place in Los Angeles. Can I just like drop down here? I guess not. Hi. Okay, that's not the way back. Hmm. Oh boy. Hi. Sorry, my cat is being a little bit whiny today. I thought feeding her would help. Alright, let's go back. A lot of these games I've played the past like year have had to start out with a haunted house. There was like Dragon Quest V, Breath of Fire 3. Not a lot, but I guess a couple of games this year. Where in LA did you grow up? Save again. Feedy. Okay. I worked in Diamond Bar for a while. Or no, I worked in Burbank, but I lived in Diamond Bar for a while. The commute wasn't as bad as you'd think because I was working nights, so it was fairly simple. I need to feed or I'm gonna go on a blood frenzy. Yeah, it was about a half an hour drive. I liked it. I liked living in LA. The job wasn't a great fit for me, but I liked living there a lot. I thought it was super fun. Why, Ossifer? What you doing down there? Mm-hmm. Glug glug. Goodbye, Ossifer. dancing. Oh no, it's Jeanette. Ooh. Gotta take a picture of that.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
One sec. Just gonna take a quick screen cap. That's not right. Print screen. Take a quick screen cap. Vampire 4. There we go. Back to the game. Guns don't kill people, do?
Not even a knock? I could have been undressing. And who knows what I would have had to do to you. You're here to see Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria, aren't you?
Yeah, I need to see her.
Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something?
Rather discuss this with Therese.
So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
I'm not giving to anyone but Therese.
I'm not just some
Therese.
silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
No.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
I understand, but I still can't give it to
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
I'm sorry to hear that, Jeanette. I really need to give it to Therese.
Fine. You hold on to it. Since you were so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
That depends on what it is.
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
What do I do?
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
I'm not going to steal charity money.
It's not what you think. Every pretty penny dropped in that box is going right into some other kindred's purse. You'd be crooking from a dirty steal.
I'll do it. Then you'll call off the feud, right?
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it.
What are the
Hurry up.
odds that
I can
this
only
is
amuse
Therese's
myself for so long.
thing? Be back soon. Goodbye.
Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, duckling.
I will.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
So when do I, like, level up? experience 0? I've been getting lots of experience. It should be 0. I'm a little nervous about that. Let me just look up. Vampire Bloodlines. Why is my experience 0? Guess I've been auto leveling? Not dancing like they were before. There we go. I love it. This music's amazing. And I think it's also the most booming club I've ever been in. So where is this? Oh yeah, the whatever noir was over here. Where was it? There.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you are committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
I'm sorry, I'll leave immediately.
No problem. I have to deal with this sort of thing all the time, you know. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. Please leave in a timely manner and have yourself a good night.
You too.
Oh, that burrito's not sitting too well with me.
Okay, let's see. Burrito. What? Come on. Burrito sitting. Seems to be draining my blood as I do it. Kane meets Lilith. Kane stays Abel. Kane's furnace Lilith. Okay. It's this Bible order of operations thing. Poor Lilith. Guess I should be blocking. Final death. Oh, I see. Where are you, big? Is there a lock-on in this game? Come on. Alright, 3 Experios. Quest log updated. Quest complete. Where's this money box? There it is. So let's go check out my character sheet. There's lockpicking. Ah, here. lost humanity. Hey, Mr. Burrito. How you doing?
Sorry there, Chief. Talking on the job is a 613. That's conversing with a possible perp while in the line of duty. So you're gonna have to move on, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry. I'll leave immediately.
No problem. I have to deal with this sort of thing all the time, you know. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. Please leave in a timely manner and have yourself a good night.
You too. Goodbye. Probably want to put some into. Gonna save. Got the burrito. Yes, I am a gangrel. Gangrel! So how do I get rid of the yellow damage? Do I have to suck the blood of a human? What do I need to do? It seems to be going away on its own. Where is she? Oh, right, she's in the club.
Right back at it. Oh, what is this shit?
I remember what the. Let's see. One sec. A and D live shortcuts. Control. I think it's Control Shift S. Yeah. One second. I just wanna. I can save an instant replay of this so I can really get something going here. There we go. Oh no, my instant replay turned on. Alt R? Another minute of this. There we go. I saved my instant replay.
You. What were you thinking? The
I...
museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
But...
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
I didn't do it, I
Jeanette
swear.
claimed you did it for her, but let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yeah, I have the item from the Ocean House, too.
Excellent! I'll take that. However, there's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
Oh, dear Lord. We're Santa Monica's most powerful kindred. Let's see, how do I... and how do I do that?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
If the Baron of Santa Monica wants her sister back, I will get her sister back.
For all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her her trespasses. I did sire her, after all. Please, be quick about it.
Alright, I'll take care of it. Later. So I guess I didn't get the mod that lets you, be gay and stuff. I thought I did. Because I thought the GOG had that mod installed. Okay.
Hey, you better get out of here.
Whoa.
Freeze, motherfucker!
Suffered final death. Ooh, they weren't kidding about.
Where you going, man? Man, where you going, man? Where you going? Hey, stop, man! Where you going, man?
Take that shotgun. Glug, 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 glug.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business. She's crazy! Help!
All right then. Okay, let me save a new game. Tongue business.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that
Tongue
I
is
beat
going
you?
down. Therese?
You seem like a decent sort, so I'll make a deal with you. Don't interfere, and I'll call off the feud. Once my sister's been taken care of.
What's going on?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with Kine, no less? So despicable. So unclean.
Are
You
Kine
want to
regular
talk,
humans?
dear sister? Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Go on,
Had his
Jeanette.
way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up!
Go on, Jeanette.
Would you like to tell the story? She makes herself out to be the virgin queen of the night, pious as a nun, stable as the Earth's orbit. But it's all an act, isn't it? I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
It doesn't give you the right to tell her what to do.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Mm-hmm. Therese did try to have me killed.
Therese will never let you live.
Or
You've
Therese.
disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
What happened to your father? Jeanette?
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
Can't believe you killed your own father, Therese.
The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me. Enough! Don't say another word about that. So, sweet sister, is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Give me the gun. Uh-oh.
I should turn this on you next, but I won't. Without Jeanette's assistance. Tongue, you're no threat. I'll call off the feud if that will get you out of my city.
Okay.
Tongue's hiding out in an abandoned oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him that one condition of a truce is that he help you. Our business then is finally complete. What you witnessed here, not a word to anyone.
I can't believe you killed Jeanette. I'll keep my mouth shut. Goodbye. Whoops. Well, I guess that's an ending. And Ott? Okay, let's see my character sheet. 8 experience. Get up my computer skills a bit more. Right, that oil tank.
Look who finally made it. Thought you'd never find me, huh?
You knew I was looking for you?
I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted.
Are you Bertram Tongue?
The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
You do?
News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
That's great, so you know I survived.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
Need to get to that warehouse.
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
Well, LaCroix is kind of boring, yeah. I don't know why Vanessa's really into him. It seems a little weird. Just humans.
As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
You can get me in there?
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Let me get a few things together.
Alright, I guess. Come back when you're ready to go. But don't be too long, fledgling. This isn't really something we planned around your schedule.
See ya. Oh, right. I think I should be able to hack. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, right. It's back there.
Dr. Scott, dial the operator, please. Dr. Scott, dial the operator.
I think I want to try and get in there without the camera. Secrets.
This area is for hospital staff only.
Okay.
This area is for hospital staff only.
Okay.
Dr. Bahu, tell the operator. Dr. Bahu, tell the operator.
Camera 1. Okay. Controlled substances. Oh.
Dr. Bahu, tell the operator. Dr. Bahu, tell the operator.
Did you hear me? This is a restricted area. Now leave, or I will use force.
Okay. I got through. I won. This reminds me so much of Fallout. This is just like a proto Fallout 3. My mailbox. Can't believe I can't vampire him just like a little bit.
Hello, LA. You look way hope you've slipped into something comfortable. If you're new to town or just new to this new radio thing you're listening.
I got a Masquerade redemption. Oh, I see. If I do stuff for LaCroix, I get some redeeming things. Uh-oh. What's going on? Werewolf blood.
I'm busy.
Aww. Alright, where do I need to go to now? Oh, right. We need to go talk to Bertram.
Stop or I'll...
I'll scream.
I think Vampire was like the game before Crisis that was super hard to run.
You ready to go?
Let's go. Kind of want to play some Crisis. I'm so bad at Crisis, though. Let's call it Mibble. Ugh. Well, he's a bad dude in a combat zone. They've said before, very specifically, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Can I bribe you or anything?
Yo, what the fuck is going on here tonight? Marcus is all in everyone's face and shit.
Didn't you hear? A new shipment came in, some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah, I heard. But what the fuck? We get that kind of shit in here all the time. What's so different about tonight?
I don't know. Marcus is tense as a motherfucker. Maybe you heard something.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, but keep your fucking eyes open. And someone better tell those clowns in the freight house to quit playing cards before Marcus comes out and starts peeling fucking caps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear ya.
Hey, stop, man!
Doo-be-doo-doo, boo, boo.
Who's there? What was there?
Well, this seems nice. Okay. Think wars and not my more. Anymore? History has a way of repeating itself, and if we don't stop violence and destruction now, when will it end? Guns don't kill people, cowardice and fear do. Oh, okay. I see.
There you are.
Oh, not dead.
Hey, stop now. Hey, stop.
place the bomb? Hmm. Plant the astrolite without killing anyone, if possible. Um. Okay, see ya.
Hey, where you going, man?
This is a stealth mission. Where do I plant? The astrolite. Okay, well, I definitely did kill people. I'm not good at this game. Seems suspicious. Okay, so I guess it's... you have to go near the desk? I had to look this up because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. Oh, here. Let's get out of here. I killed the vampire. I'm very good at this game. Uh-oh. Werewolf.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
You are of my blood. Teach me your form.
It will come with experience. Mastery of the Protean discipline does not, as your generation might say, come in pill form.
Who are you and why have you been following me?
I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
I saw a ghost.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
Haven't really seen anything extraordinary.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air, like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one. And be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Night, Beckett.
Nice work, fledgling. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Thanks. Do you know someone named Beckett?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
I spoke with him.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
I'll be right back. No, that was just me needing to pee.
What do you need?
What's the deal with you and Therese?
That was just silly vampire politicking, fledgling. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
Sounded pretty vicious to me.
Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens.
Talk about drama. Your drama.
Yeah, no
queens.
kidding. Now that the Camarilla has moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
So, wouldn't that mean that you do care? Because if you could care less, that means you are caring. So, I think what you mean to say is you couldn't care less. You don't want the job?
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom. Like what?
Questions about the clans.
Clans are just bloodlines, you know. A common root shared and passed on from sire to child.
Tell me about the Bruja.
They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like, that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt.
Another clan.
Sure.
Tell me about the Gangrel.
They fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to. Sure. Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
Okay. Another clan.
Sure.
Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Lucky you.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
Are the Nosferatu part of the Camarilla?
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla.
Do you like them?
The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services, or don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us.
What do you think of Prince Lacroix?
What am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
How about that guy who decapitated my
He's
sire?
LaCroix's iron fist. No one knows the sheriff, really, except LaCroix. No one even knows the guy's name. There's lots of rumors about him, though. I heard LaCroix picked him up in Africa over 100 years ago. Obviously, they work well together. Sure.
Nines.
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
What about other clans?
Sure.
Sure. Toreador.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos.
Clan.
Sure.
Tremere.
Mages. I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in L.A., but all in all, there's not that many of them. Yeah. The Anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that? Yeah. You ask me, the Sabbat makes no sense. They couldn't care less about the Masquerade, and they seem to care even less about themselves. It's like, Hey, let's all spread hell on Earth so we can feel big and bad. Oops, I'm dead. Now how did that happen? Yeah. The Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, then bloods blowing the Masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
Who are hunters?
Hunters. Humans who hunt vampires. Most are half-cocked yokels, who also say they've been abducted by UFOs. The real hunters are trained by secret societies, holy orders of the church that have existed since the Middle Ages. Fear them. Like what? Sure. What am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Alright, where to? What?
Hey, hold it.
Ah, game! Ah, come on! I was learning about people. Gotta go through all that again?
Nice work, fledgling. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabat just howling for blood tonight. Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why? No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition. What do you need? That was just silly vampire politicking, fledgling. No more. You get used to that kind of thing. Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens. Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Camarillas moved into LA,
This game sure wants to
Therese
say
wants the
drama
title
queen
of Prince of Santa
They must
Monica.
have heard
I guess she saw
pretty
me as a
recently,
threat.
before
Funny
it became
thing
kind of
is,
cliche.
I could care less. Like what? Sure. What am I gonna say? He's the boss now. He's LaCroix's Iron Fist. Like what?
Ooh, I could go downtown finally. Oh, that's cool.
Where to?
On the streets of Santa Monica. Yeah, I've definitely heard that one guy who's done some voices in Dragon Age and John Maggio did a voice. Oh no.
Let's drain it. Let's stake it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Huh, Lick?
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla, fuck! Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet.
Are you talking to the camera?
Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us. What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
Thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. Bunch of shovelheads like that. They walk tough, but they scare easy. Just tear an ear off or something.
Remember you from the court.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
Sure.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
All right. Well, Goth LA, here I am. I love it. Goth LA. Okay, that's it for this chunker. I'm going to go back to bed, I think. I'm playing Alternity. I don't know if you've ever played Alternity, like the pen and paper RPG. I'm gonna go do that in the morning. So, or not in the morning. Well, I'm gonna be there at noon. So I should get to bed. I hope you have an awesome day.